What if I told you that you could live in one of humanity's most legendary civilizations for just $700 a month, eat meals that would cost $20 in New York for under $2, and wake up every morning to views of monuments that have stood for over 4,000 years? But here's the crazy part. Most people think Egypt is just pyramids and sand, when it's actually one of the most vibrant, affordable, and culturally rich countries on Earth. I just spent 2 months living in Egypt on exactly $700 monthly, and what I found will completely shatter every stereotype you have about this ancient land. From secret laws that govern pyramid visits to street food that costs pennies but tastes better than Michelin-starred restaurants, Egypt isn't just a budget traveler's dream. It's a lifestyle revelation that proves you don't need Western salaries to live an extraordinary life. The numbers sound impossible until you experience them firsthand. My furnished apartment in central Cairo costs $150 per month. Street food meals cost between 50 cents and $1.50. A metro ride across the entire city costs 12 cents. Coffee at traditional awas costs 25 cents. A full-day trip to Luxor by train, including temple visits, costs under $20 total. These aren't backpacker survival numbers. This is normal Egyptian life where your money stretches so far it practically becomes elastic. But let's address the elephant in the room first, because everyone's thinking it. Is Egypt safe? The short answer is absolutely yes, but not in the way Western media portrays it. Egyptian hospitality is legendary for good reason. Strangers invite you for tea, vendors remember your face after one visit, and locals will literally walk you to your destination if you look lost. The biggest danger you'll face is gaining weight from accepting too many meal invitations and developing a serious addiction to Egyptian tea culture. Egypt sits at the crossroads of Africa, Asia, and the Mediterranean, making it one of the most strategically important locations in human history. The country is dominated by the Nile River, which creates a green ribbon of life cutting through vast deserts that stretch to Libya in the west and Sudan in the south. This geography shaped everything about Egyptian civilization. The predictable Nile floods created agricultural abundance that supported massive populations, enabling the construction of monuments that still baffle engineers today. The Nile isn't just a river. It's Egypt's lifeline, highway, and cultural spine all rolled into one. Over 95% of Egypt's population lives within 15 miles of the Nile, creating a unique linear civilization that stretches for hundreds of miles but rarely extends far from the riverbanks. This concentration creates incredibly dense urban areas along the river while leaving vast areas of desert virtually uninhabited. Understanding this geography is crucial because it explains why Egypt developed differently from other civilizations. While Europeans were scattered across forests and mountains, Egyptians were unified by their dependence on a single river system. This unity enabled them to organize massive construction projects, develop sophisticated administration systems, and maintain cultural continuity for thousands of years. The historical significance goes beyond just pyramids and pharaohs, though those are certainly impressive. Egypt was the breadbasket of the Roman Empire, the center of early Christian scholarship, and a crucial part of Islamic civilization. Napoleon's expedition to Egypt sparked European fascination with ancient Egyptian culture, while the Suez Canal made Egypt strategically vital for global trade. Understanding this layered history helps explain why modern Egypt feels simultaneously ancient and cosmopolitan. But here's what history books don't tell you about the pyramids. There are actually secret regulations governing access that most tourists never learn. You can't just walk up to the Great Pyramid and start exploring. Different areas require different tickets. Some sections are only open certain days, and photography inside requires special permits that cost extra. Local guides know these rules and can save you hours of confusion and missed opportunities. Modern Egyptian history includes British colonial rule, the Suez Crisis, Arab socialism under Nasser, and recent political changes that transformed the country's relationship with both the Arab world and international community. This recent history explains current economic conditions that make Egypt incredibly affordable for foreign visitors while creating opportunities for locals who understand how to navigate the system. Daily life in Egypt revolves around rhythms that have remained constant for millennia, modified by modern technology but maintaining traditional patterns that connect contemporary Egyptians to their ancient heritage. The day begins early, before the heat becomes unbearable, with coffee or tea preparation that's treated as a sacred ritual rather than caffeinated fuel for productivity. Egyptian hospitality isn't just politeness. It's a cultural imperative backed by religious beliefs and social traditions that consider guest treatment a reflection of family honor. Refusing hospitality can actually offend people, so learning to accept invitations gracefully becomes essential for anyone spending time in Egypt. This hospitality extends to practical help. Egyptians will go out of their way to assist foreigners with directions, recommendations, and problem-solving. Family structures remain central to Egyptian society in ways that might surprise individualistic Westerners. Extended families often live in the same building or neighborhood, sharing resources, childcare, and decision-making responsibilities. This creates strong support networks but also social obligations that influence individual choices about careers, relationships, and lifestyle decisions. Religious observance shapes daily schedules, with prayer times marking natural breaks in activity and Friday prayers creating a weekly rhythm that affects business hours, social gatherings, and family time. Even non-religious Egyptians often follow these patterns because they are built into the social fabric and make practical sense for desert climate living. The blend of traditional and modern creates fascinating contrasts throughout Egyptian cities. Ancient mosques stand next to internet cafes, traditional craftsmen work alongside tech startups, and teenagers wearing jeans and t-shirts help their grandmothers in traditional dress with shopping and errands. This isn't cultural confusion. It's successful adaptation that maintains core values while embracing useful innovations. Social customs include specific etiquette around greetings, hospitality, and public behavior that foreigners should understand to avoid unintentional offense. Physical contact between unrelated men and women is generally avoided in public. Shoes are removed before entering homes, and accepting offered food or drink is considered polite, even if you're not hungry or thirsty. Egyptian humor is sophisticated, self-deprecating, and often political in subtle ways that foreigners might miss initially. Egyptians are famous throughout the Arab world for their comedy, and understanding Egyptian humor provides insight into how people cope with economic challenges, bureaucratic frustrations, and social changes while maintaining optimism and community bonds. The pace of life moves differently than Western urban environments, with more emphasis on relationships and conversations than rigid scheduling. Business meetings might include lengthy discussions about family, health, and current events before addressing the official agenda. This isn't inefficiency, it's relationship building that creates trust necessary for successful collaboration. Egyptian cuisine represents thousands of years of culinary evolution, influenced by ancient traditions, Mediterranean ingredients, Arab spices, and Ottoman cooking techniques. The result is food that's incredibly flavorful, nutritious, and affordable, while maintaining distinct Egyptian characteristics that set it apart from other Middle Eastern cuisines. Koshari deserves special mention as Egypt's national dish, a mixture of rice, lentils, pasta, chickpeas, and onions, topped with spicy tomato sauce and crispy fried onions. It sounds strange on paper but creates a perfect combination of proteins, carbohydrates, and flavors that keeps you satisfied for hours while costing about $1 for a generous portion. Street vendors serve koshari from enormous pots, assembling portions with theatrical flair that's entertaining to watch. Fool madams, slow-cooked fava beans seasoned with garlic, lemon, and olive oil, represents Egypt's most traditional breakfast. Vendors prepare huge pots overnight, creating tender beans with rich, complex flavors that pair perfectly with fresh bread and Egyptian tea. It costs about 50 cents for a filling meal that provides energy for hours of walking or physical work. Egyptian bread, called aish baladi, is subsidized by the government and available at incredibly low prices throughout the country. The bread is dense, flavorful, and fresh, with a slightly sour taste from natural fermentation. Bakeries produce fresh bread multiple times daily, creating neighborhood gathering points where people chat while waiting for hot loaves. Falafel in Egypt, called tameya, is made from fava beans rather than chickpeas, creating a different texture and flavor than Middle Eastern versions. The deep green color comes from fresh herbs mixed into the bean paste, and the result is crispy outside, tender inside, and incredibly satisfying when stuffed into fresh bread with tahini, salad, and pickles. Street food vendors operate throughout Egyptian cities, offering everything from grilled corn and sweet potatoes to complex sandwiches and desserts. These vendors maintain incredibly high turnover, ensuring freshness while keeping prices low through small profit margins and loyal customer bases. Learning to identify good vendors by crowd size and turnover speed helps ensure food safety while accessing authentic local flavors. Traditional drinks include karkada, a hibiscus tea served hot or cold that's refreshing and healthy, and sahlab, a creamy winter drink made from orchid flower and served with nuts and cinnamon. These drinks cost pennies from street vendors but provide unique flavors and cultural experiences unavailable in most Western countries. Egyptian coffee culture centers around ahwas, traditional coffee houses that serve as social hubs for men to play backgammon, smoke shisha, and discuss everything from local gossip to international politics. These establishments maintain atmosphere unchanged for decades with traditional furniture, vintage coffee equipment, and social customs that connect patrons to Egyptian urban history. Markets, called souks, offer incredible variety of fresh produce, spices, and prepared foods at prices that make healthy eating accessible regardless of income level. Negotiating prices is expected and enjoyable when approached as social interaction rather than aggressive bargaining. Market vendors appreciate customers who show interest in their products and respect for traditional trading customs. Traditional sweets including baklava, basbousa, and various nut-filled pastries are available at specialized shops throughout Egyptian cities. These desserts are incredibly rich and sweet, perfect for sharing during social visits or celebrating special occasions. Quality is generally high because competition is fierce and reputation matters more than tourist traffic. The role of women in Egyptian society has evolved significantly over recent decades while maintaining connections to traditional values and religious principles. Modern Egyptian women are highly educated, professionally successful, and socially active in ways that might surprise visitors whose only exposure to Middle Eastern culture comes from Western media stereotypes. Egyptian universities graduate more women than men in many fields, including medicine, engineering, and business. Professional women work in all sectors of the economy, from government positions to private business ownership. This education and professional participation creates economic independence that influences family dynamics, marriage decisions, and social expectations. Dating in Egypt operates within cultural and religious frameworks that emphasize family involvement and long-term commitment over casual relationships. This doesn't mean arranged marriages or lack of personal choice. It means dating serves the purpose of finding marriage partners rather than temporary companionship. Young people meet through family networks, educational institutions, workplace connections, and increasingly through social media and dating apps. Courtship involves extended periods of getting to know potential partners while maintaining appropriate social boundaries. Families play advisory roles, offering opinions and guidance rather than making decisions. This process might seem restrictive to individualistic Westerners, but provides support systems and social approval that create stable foundations for long-term relationships. Gender interactions in public follow conservative norms that reflect religious values and social traditions. Physical contact between unrelated men and women is generally avoided, and social mixing often occurs in group settings rather than one-on-one meetings. These customs aren't oppressive when understood within cultural context. They create structured environments that allow relationships to develop based on personality, values, and compatibility rather than physical attraction alone. Modern Egyptian women balance traditional expectations with contemporary opportunities, often maintaining family responsibilities while pursuing careers and personal goals. This balance requires negotiation and compromise, but creates strong women who manage multiple roles successfully while maintaining cultural identity and family connections. Social life includes gender-separated activities alongside mixed-gender gatherings, depending on the social context and family traditions. Women's gatherings provide opportunities for support, advice, and entertainment within culturally appropriate frameworks, while mixed gatherings follow established etiquette that ensures comfort for all participants. Marriage remains central to Egyptian social structure, with wedding celebrations that can last for days and involve entire communities. These celebrations represent significant financial investments, but create social bonds and support networks that benefit couples throughout their marriages. Understanding the importance of marriage and family helps foreigners appreciate Egyptian social priorities and decision-making processes. Working women face challenges including transportation safety, workplace harassment, and balancing career advancement with family expectations. However, Egyptian society is addressing these issues through legal reforms, workplace policies, and changing social attitudes that support women's professional participation while maintaining cultural values. Egyptian festivals and celebrations reflect the country's religious diversity and cultural richness, creating year-round opportunities for community gathering, cultural expression, and social bonding. These events provide insights into Egyptian values, traditions, and contemporary social dynamics while offering visitors authentic cultural experiences. Ramadan transforms Egyptian society for an entire month, with daily rhythms adjusted to accommodate fasting, prayer, and evening celebrations. The pre-dawn meal, suhoor, creates a unique social time when families gather and neighborhoods come alive before sunrise. Evening iftar meals become community celebrations with shared food, extended family gatherings, and charitable activities that strengthen social bonds. Ramadan evenings feature special television programming, extended shopping hours, and social activities that continue late into the night. The atmosphere becomes festive and communal, with decorations, special foods, and cultural events that create a month-long celebration despite the daytime fasting requirements. Eid celebrations marking the end of Ramadan involve new clothes, special foods, family visits, and gift-giving that creates joy for children and social connection for adults. These celebrations can last for several days and include community prayers, charity distribution, and neighborhood gatherings that reinforce social solidarity. Coptic Christian celebrations, including Christmas and Easter, follow different calendars and traditions than Western Christianity, creating unique cultural expressions that reflect Egyptian Christian heritage. These celebrations often include special foods, church services, and family gatherings that maintain distinct traditions while coexisting peacefully with Muslim celebrations. Moulid festivals celebrating religious figures create local celebrations with traditional music, food vendors, and carnival-like atmospheres. These events vary by region and religious tradition, but consistently create opportunities for community gathering, cultural expression, and economic activity that benefits local businesses and artisans. National holidays including Revolution Day and Sinai Liberation Day involve patriotic celebrations, military parades, and public events that express Egyptian national identity and historical pride. These occasions provide opportunities for civic engagement and cultural expression, while reinforcing shared national values. traditional music and dance remain important parts of Egyptian cultural celebrations, with different styles representing various regions and social groups. Learning to appreciate Egyptian music provides insight into emotional expression, cultural values, and artistic traditions that influence contemporary Egyptian identity. Living on $700 monthly in Egypt requires understanding local pricing, shopping patterns, and lifestyle adjustments that maximize value while maintaining comfortable living standards. This budget allows for decent accommodation, nutritious food, transportation, entertainment, and occasional travel while building savings for emergencies or future goals. Accommodation options include furnished apartments in middle-class neighborhoods for $100 to $200 monthly, shared accommodations for $50 to $100, or luxury options for those willing to spend more. Location matters significantly. Apartments near metro stations or central areas cost more, but save transportation time and money. Food costs can be incredibly low if you eat local cuisine at neighborhood restaurants and street vendors. A daily food budget of $3 to $5 provides nutritious, filling meals including breakfast, lunch, dinner, and drinks. Cooking at home reduces costs further while providing control over ingredients and preparation methods. Transportation costs remain minimal throughout Egypt, with metro rides costing 12 cents, buses costing 6 cents, and shared taxis providing door-to-door service for reasonable prices. Monthly transportation budgets of $10 to $20 cover all local movement needs while leaving money for occasional longer trips. Entertainment options include free activities such as walking along the Nile, visiting public parks, and attending cultural events, plus affordable options including movies, cafes, and sports activities. A monthly entertainment budget of $30 to $50 provides varied activities and social opportunities without financial stress. Healthcare costs are reasonable for basic services, with private clinics offering quality care at prices far below Western standards. Health insurance is available and recommended for comprehensive coverage, but many services are affordable even without insurance for routine care and minor medical issues. Utility costs, including electricity, water, and internet, typically range from $20 to $50 monthly depending on apartment size and usage patterns. Internet service is reliable and affordable, with multiple providers offering high-speed connections suitable for remote work or entertainment streaming. Expat communities in major Egyptian cities provide social connections, practical advice, and cultural bridging for foreigners adjusting to Egyptian life. These communities include long-term residents, temporary workers, students, and retirees who share experiences and resources while maintaining connections to home countries. Banking and money management require understanding local systems and regulations affecting foreign residents. Multiple banks offer services for expatriates, including foreign currency accounts and international transfer services. Cash remains important for daily transactions, though card acceptance is increasing in urban areas. Shopping for household goods, clothing, and personal items provides opportunities to practice negotiation skills while accessing quality products at reasonable prices. Local markets offer the best values, while modern shopping centers provide familiar brands and standardized pricing for those preferring predictable shopping experiences. Egypt's transportation system reflects the country's geography, population density, and economic development level, creating a complex but functional network that moves millions of people daily at incredibly low costs. Understanding transportation options enables efficient movement while providing cultural insights into Egyptian urban planning and social dynamics. Cairo's metro system ranks among the most affordable public transportation networks globally, with tickets costing 12 cents regardless of distance traveled. The system includes 3 lines covering major areas of Greater Cairo, with clean stations, reliable service, and separate cars for women that ensure comfortable travel for all passengers. Rush hour crowds can be intense, but the system moves efficiently and provides air-conditioned relief from surface heat. Microbuses represent Egypt's most ubiquitous transportation option, providing flexible routing and frequent service throughout urban and rural areas. These privately owned vehicles follow established routes but stop anywhere passengers request, creating door-to-door service that's more convenient than fixed bus stops. Fares vary by distance but rarely exceed 25 cents for urban trips. Traditional buses serve longer routes and rural areas where metro and microbus coverage is limited. These vehicles are often older and less comfortable but provide essential connectivity for low-income passengers and rural communities. Air conditioning is rare, but open windows and fans provide ventilation during hot weather. Taxis include both metered vehicles and traditional black and white cabs that require fare negotiation. Ride-sharing apps, including Uber and Careem, operate in major cities, providing standardized pricing and vehicle tracking that many visitors prefer. Taxis are essential for airport transfers, late-night travel, and trips to areas not served by public transportation. River transportation includes feluccas, traditional sailing boats that provide scenic Nile travel and tourist experiences. These boats offer unique perspectives on Egyptian cities, while maintaining connections to traditional river culture. Larger river boats provide scheduled service between some cities, though these services are less common than they were historically. Intercity transportation includes trains, buses, and flights connecting major Egyptian cities. Train service is reliable and affordable, with air-conditioned cars providing comfortable travel between Cairo, Alexandria, Luxor, and Aswan. Bus service reaches areas not served by trains, including Red Sea resorts and desert destinations. Walking remains important for short distances and local exploration, though pedestrian infrastructure varies significantly by area. Many streets lack sidewalks or have sidewalks blocked by vendors, parked vehicles, or construction, requiring careful navigation and traffic awareness. Bicycle use is limited in most Egyptian cities due to traffic conditions and cultural factors, though some areas are developing cycling infrastructure. Motorcycles and scooters are increasingly popular for personal transportation, offering flexibility and fuel efficiency for urban commuting. Driving in Egypt requires understanding local traffic patterns, road conditions, and cultural norms that differ significantly from Western driving environments. Traffic laws exist, but enforcement is inconsistent, making defensive driving and patience essential for safe travel. Egypt offers attractions and natural beauty that extend far beyond the famous pyramids, providing diverse experiences that satisfy interests ranging from ancient history to modern adventure sports. Understanding these options enables visitors to create comprehensive itineraries that reveal Egypt's full character and appeal. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo houses the world's most extensive collection of ancient Egyptian artifacts, including treasures from Tutankhamun's tomb and mummies of famous pharaohs. Recent renovations have improved displays and visitor experience while maintaining the museum's historic character and educational value. Luxor represents the world's greatest concentration of ancient monuments, with the Valley of the Kings, Karnak Temple, and Luxor Temple providing insights into pharaonic civilization at its peak. The city combines archaeological significance with modern tourism infrastructure, making it accessible while preserving historical authenticity. Alexandria offers Mediterranean coastline, Greco-Roman history, and cultural attractions including the modern Library of Alexandria. The city's cosmopolitan character reflects its historical role as a center of learning and trade, while beaches and seafood restaurants provide recreational opportunities. Red Sea resorts, including Hurghada and Sharm el-Sheikh, offer world-class diving, snorkeling, and beach activities in coral reef environments that support incredible marine biodiversity. These destinations provide luxury accommodations and international dining while maintaining reasonable prices compared to similar resorts elsewhere. Desert adventures include camel trekking, oasis visits, and camping experiences in landscapes that have remained unchanged for millennia. The Western Desert contains unique geological formations, ancient rock art, and traditional Bedouin communities that provide insights into desert survival and culture. Sinai Peninsula combines mountain landscapes, desert environments, and religious significance as the traditional location of Moses receiving the Ten Commandments. Mount Sinai hikes provide sunrise experiences and spiritual reflection, while coastal areas offer diving and beach activities. Aswan provides access to Nubian culture, Philae Temple, and the High Dam, while serving as the starting point for Abu Simbel visits. The city's relaxed atmosphere and Nile Island settings create peaceful environments for cultural exploration and river activities. Natural reserves, including Ras Mohammed and Gebel Elba, protect unique ecosystems and provide opportunities for wildlife observation, hiking, and environmental education. These areas demonstrate Egypt's commitment to conservation while providing economic benefits through ecotourism. Traditional crafts, including carpet weaving, metalwork, and jewelry making, continue in workshops throughout Egypt, providing opportunities to observe skilled artisans and purchase authentic products. These crafts maintain cultural traditions while providing employment for skilled workers. Cultural sites including Islamic Cairo, Coptic Cairo, and various museums provide insights into Egypt's diverse religious and cultural heritage. These areas contain architectural masterpieces, religious artifacts, and community institutions that demonstrate Egypt's role in world civilization. Safety in Egypt involves understanding local conditions, cultural sensitivities, and practical precautions that ensure comfortable travel while respecting social norms and avoiding unnecessary risks. Most safety concerns involve common-sense measures rather than serious security threats. Personal safety in Egyptian cities compares favorably to major urban areas worldwide, with violent crime being relatively rare and most threats involving petty theft or tourist-focused scams. Basic precautions including secure storage of valuables, awareness of surroundings, and avoiding isolated areas at night provide adequate protection for most situations. Tourist police operate in major destinations and archaeological sites, providing assistance specifically for foreign visitors and maintaining security at popular attractions. These officers often speak multiple languages and understand common tourist concerns, making them valuable resources for information and assistance. Women's safety requires understanding cultural norms around dress, behavior, and social interaction that help avoid unwanted attention while ensuring respectful treatment. Conservative clothing choices and awareness of appropriate social boundaries provide protection while demonstrating cultural sensitivity. Traffic safety represents the most significant risk for many visitors, with Egyptian traffic patterns requiring constant alertness and defensive behavior when walking or driving. Understanding local traffic norms and maintaining situational awareness reduces risks significantly. Healthcare quality varies between public and private facilities, with private hospitals and clinics generally providing care that meets international standards. Travel insurance is recommended to ensure access to quality care if needed, though many services are affordable even without insurance coverage. Political stability has improved significantly in recent years, with government focus on tourism development and infrastructure improvement, creating safer environments for visitors. Staying informed about current conditions and following official travel advisories provides appropriate awareness without excessive concern. Food safety involves choosing vendors with high turnover, avoiding tap water, and using common sense about food storage and preparation. Most food-related illness involves minor digestive adjustment rather than serious disease and can be minimized through gradual dietary adjustment and basic precautions. Emergency services, including police, medical, and fire departments, operate throughout Egypt, though response times and service quality vary by location. Knowing local emergency numbers and procedures provides confidence and preparation for unlikely but possible emergency situations. Cultural sensitivity regarding photography, religious sites, and social interactions helps avoid misunderstandings that could create uncomfortable situations. Understanding and respecting local customs demonstrates appreciation for Egyptian culture while ensuring positive interactions with local people. Egyptian visa requirements vary by nationality and length of stay, with most visitors able to obtain tourist visas on arrival or through electronic applications. Understanding visa options and requirements ensures smooth entry while avoiding unnecessary complications or delays. Tourist visas allow stays up to 30 days and can be extended for additional periods if needed. The application process is straightforward, requiring valid passports, return tickets, and accommodation information. Fees are reasonable, and payment is accepted in multiple currencies. Longer-term residence requires different visa categories including work permits, student visas, or investment visas that provide extended stay authorization. These applications involve more documentation and processing time, but enable extended residence for qualified applicants. Currency exchange is available throughout Egypt at banks, hotels, and authorized exchange offices. US dollars and euros are widely accepted, while credit cards work at major establishments, though cash remains necessary for most daily transactions. Cultural etiquette includes appropriate dress, respectful behavior at religious sites, and understanding of social customs that demonstrate appreciation for Egyptian traditions. Conservative clothing choices and respectful behavior ensure positive interactions while avoiding cultural misunderstandings. Practical communication includes learning basic Arabic phrases, understanding local customs around greetings and social interaction, and using translation apps when language barriers arise. Most Egyptians in tourist areas speak some English, while locals appreciate efforts to learn Arabic phrases. Shopping and bargaining follow traditional patterns that treat price negotiation as social interaction rather than aggressive confrontation. Understanding appropriate bargaining techniques and showing respect for vendors creates positive experiences while achieving fair prices. Banking services for visitors include currency exchange, ATM access, and international transfer services available at major banks throughout Egypt. Understanding local banking practices and fees helps manage money efficiently while avoiding unnecessary charges. Mobile phone service is excellent throughout Egypt, with multiple carriers offering affordable data plans and international calling options. SIM cards are available for visitors, providing local numbers and data service at reasonable prices. Travel insurance is recommended to cover medical expenses, trip cancellation, and other potential issues that could arise during Egyptian travel. Many policies specifically include coverage for archaeological site visits and adventure activities common in Egyptian tourism. Egypt represents far more than ancient monuments and desert landscapes. It's a living civilization where affordability meets authenticity, where every day brings new discoveries, and where $700 monthly provides a lifestyle that would cost thousands elsewhere. The warmth of Egyptian hospitality, the richness of the culture, and the incredible value for money create opportunities for life experiences that are simply impossible in most other destinations. This isn't just about budget travel or ancient history tourism. It's about accessing a way of life that prioritizes relationships over possessions, community over individualism, and cultural depth over superficial entertainment. Egypt offers the chance to slow down, connect with history, and experience hospitality that makes every day feel special, while maintaining costs that make long-term residence feasible for almost anyone. The country's unique position between Africa, Asia, and the Mediterranean creates cultural richness that constantly surprises and educates. Every conversation teaches something new. Every meal provides flavors unavailable elsewhere, and every day offers opportunities to witness living history in action. Comment below if you've ever considered Egypt as a potential destination, and let me know what surprised you most about Egyptian daily life and costs. Share this with anyone who thinks you need Western salaries to live extraordinary lives, and subscribe for more authentic insights into destinations where your money means something and every day brings genuine cultural experiences rather than manufactured tourist attractions. Egypt proved that the most amazing places are often the most affordable. You just need to know where to look and how to live respectfully within different cultural frameworks.